Hola y bienvenidos a Español en Academy. Hoy vamos a hablar de español. Today we're going to talk about second semester and Spanish and all the new and exciting things that we have put in place for you guys in order to really make sure we are all successful in second semester. When you log into your Spanish class, you're going to see the same type of landing page as you did first semester. Here's your banner for the class. You know what class you're in based on what your banner says. And your announcement page goes right underneath that. This is the announcement for today. Anytime I talk about Spanish at all, this is what you're going to see, Español at Academy Global, okay? So this is when things apply to everybody who is taking Spanish. Read this announcement today. It goes into a little bit more depth about a few of the different things that we've implemented for this upcoming semester. And then make sure you read this colorful part too, because it will kind of talk about the structure of things in Spanish and how we're going to make sure that we are all on track or ahead of schedule. If you look up here, I want you guys to take your attention to the left side of the menu. We've made a couple of changes to this specific area up here. Here is where you'll go anytime you want to come back to this page right here, the announcements page. This right here is all information about me. So anything you need from me, my email, my phone number if you need to call or text me, where I'm located when I'm on campus, where and when our Spanish office hours are every Thursday from 3 to 4. And then this is my Spanish website that kind of allows you guys to have a little bit extra chunk of review time for Spanish. Another thing over here on the left-hand side is our Spanish 1 calendar. This is where important reminders and due dates are going to go. As you can see, for this week Thursday, the Spanish discussion time from 3 until 4 is already inside of your calendar. If you look here on your calendars, you are actually able to create kind of a combo of all of your calendars inside of one. So if you were in Language Arts 6 and you had a personal calendar that was an Outlook calendar and you were in, let's just say, Forensic Science, you could click all of these buttons and all of the due dates and all of the important events for all of those classes will be right here. This institution calendar is the Academy Global Calendar, and we'll be shooting out important dates when we have student leadership events, prom, graduation, all of those things up here. This button right here is your Class Connect button. If we need to meet and do a virtual session, if we want to come together as all Spanish learners, this is where you would go to meet in your online classroom. And I'll indicate what classroom that is when I push out a classroom for us to meet in. Or if you would like to schedule like a virtual tutoring session with me, this is where you would go to create a session and then ask me if I can join you. Another thing that's up here on the left-hand menu now is the My Grades section. Okay, now obviously we don't have any grades yet because we've just started today, right? But this is right at the top now. Anytime that you need to see your progress, where you're at, what you're missing, yada yada, all of that is going to be found right here in the My Grades section. Now, if you go to the second section, this is where your content is. So if you notice, your first unit is called Los Lugares, the places. Now, everything here looks the same, right? We've got lessons, we've got assignments, we've got projects. One thing you're going to notice is we do not have discussions. If you notice, a discussion board isn't even listed for you guys here on the left-hand side of the menu because we are going to use that Spanish discussion hour and on our online Classroom Connect sessions as our discussion time. The discussion forum that was built in here was just not as productive or as efficient as what we wanted it to be. So we're just going to do it a little bit different. So if you're ever going through an assignment that says you will now have a discussion, I can't delete that part of the lesson, but I did delete all of the discussions that are inside of here. So if it says will now have a discussion, you will not, because it's not even here. It will not be a part of your grade. It will not even be an option for you guys. Another thing that is gone are the passwords. You do not need to have any passwords to get into any tests. For your speaking assignments, you're going to need to record yourself in whatever way you can. PowerPoint has a record function where you can make a slide and then add your own voice recording and then just send me your PowerPoint. Anything that you do, guys, in this class, any of these writing assignments, any of these projects, if you use PowerPoint, Word, any other things on from Microsoft Office on your computer, you need to be saving those files in your Spanish folder that should be on your desktop. Because that way, if there's anything that comes up where we need to double, triple check, like a submission or anything like that, you have all the work that you've already done inside of the folder. Now, if you notice, only 2 units are available to you at a time. We did this so that you wouldn't be super overwhelmed looking at 6 units all at once and skipping around, maybe not doing quizzes from Unit 1, but doing lessons from Unit 5. It's just not good learning, guys. It doesn't feel good when you have to go back at the end of the semester and do quizzes from Unit 1 when it's been 17 weeks since you've seen that stuff. So we're going to start with los lugares en la familia, but people are going to kind of move and groove their way through these. So once people are done with la familia, I'll open up the next one. So really, really, really pay attention to the home page for your Spanish course. These announcements are going to be extremely important to you. I'm going to be shooting these announcements out on your announcement page as well as via email. So keep ahead of the game, keep on track, ask me questions, contact me with anything that you need, and I look forward to having a really successful second semester with you guys. Adios.